In August 2014, three men started a food delivery company in one neighborhood of Bangalore, Koramangala. They had about 6 delivery boys and around 20 restaurants. Their competitor Zomato had been running since 2008, 6 years ahead. The largest restaurant database in the country, or maybe in the world, who knows? Menus, reviews, ratings, photos for every restaurant in every city. They were in dozens of countries. They had a brand your parents knew. 3 years later, Zomato bought a logistics company so it could deliver food the way Swiggy did. 6 years of head start. The biggest data asset in Indian food, and it bought them almost nothing. The question is why Zomato's enormous advantage didn't count. The answer is more uncomfortable than you think. Zomato owned the discovery layer. Swiggy saw that the value had moved to the fulfillment layer. And here's the part that matters. A discovery asset does not convert into a fulfillment asset. You cannot turn reviews into riders. Zomato didn't have a smaller version of what Swiggy had. It had a large amount of something else entirely. Think of the man in your neighborhood who knows every shop. Which sweet shop is fresh? Which one to avoid? Who opens early? Whose prices went up last month? He's genuinely useful. You go to him before you go anywhere. Now it's 9 at night and you're hungry. He can tell you everything, but he cannot bring you dinner. That's the whole thing. Zomato was the most detailed map of food in India. Swiggy was the person who showed up at the door. And the most detailed map in the world does not feed anyone. Now watch the machinery underneath as I open them, because each layer makes the next one worse. First, what was Zomato's business actually made of? Normal people think it is food delivery, but their real business is listings and advertising. Yes, you heard it right. Zomato is an advertisement company. A restaurant pays to be seen. It's an information business. It's asset light. No vehicles, no fleet, nothing to maintain. Beautiful margins. Add a city, add listings. Costs barely move. Swiggy's business was the opposite. Bikes, riders, rain, traffic. A person physically carrying hot food across a city in under 40 minutes. Asset heavy, operationally brutal, thin margins, and every new city means starting the whole grind again. So look at it in 2014 as Zomato's board. Someone with a high degree proposes to Zomato, let's own the delivery fleet. But what does that look like on your P&L? You'd be taking a clean, high-margin information business and bolting on the ugliest, most expensive, lowest margin operation imaginable. Every instinct says no, and every instinct is correct by the numbers in front of you. That's the second layer, and it's the real one. Zomato didn't miss the opportunity because their own success was the lens they were looking through. And through that lens, the right move looked like a terrible business. The asset-light model that made Zomato successful is the exact thing that made the fleet look like a mistake. And there is a third layer, quieter than the other two. When Zomato finally entered delivery in 2015, it partnered with logistics companies rather than owning them. Rented the capability. Reasonable, cheaper, reversible. But renting a capability means you never learn it. Swiggy spent those years learning how to route a rider through Bangalore traffic at 8 p.m. on a Friday. Zomato spent them paying someone else to know, which is why in 2017, Zomato didn't build a fleet. It bought one. It had to purchase the years it had skipped. This shape repeats. And once you see it, you'll spot it everywhere. An incumbent owns a layer. The value quietly moves to the layer below it, usually the uglier, harder, more operational one. The incumbent's own margin structure tells it that the new layer is a bad business. So it waits, and when it finally moves, it moves by buying at a price set by whoever did the building. The challenger's real advantage was that they had no profitable business telling them the hard thing was stupid. So here's the part to sit with. Every founder is told to protect their advantage. Zomato had one of the great advantages in Indian internet history. It knew every restaurant in the country. The advantage wasn't wrong. It was just an advantage in a game that had quietly stopped being the game. And nothing on Zomato's dashboard could have told them that, because their dashboard was built to measure the old game beautifully. The layer where the value sits is not always the layer where the margins are. And your current margins are the thing most likely to stop you from looking. So the question isn't what's your advantage, it's if the value in your market moved one layer down tomorrow, would your own P&L let you see it? Or would it tell you very reasonably with very good numbers to stay exactly where you are?